Good morning, guys. Good afternoon, good evening. This is Erin from Earth Healer Movement. Get ready with me is the video. So I'm gonna do my makeup. I already got my outfit on for today. It's another Fabletics fit. So this is the Orchid color, and these are, they have pockets. They have pockets in here, so it's kind of like a bike short with a running short over the top, and it has like a drawstring, which I just tied, but now I just have to tie it again. But it's a little cute drawstring. And this is the back. And then I'm pairing it with these Crocs that I got at Marshall's. Whoa. They're like a platform heel Croc. It just makes me feel like summer vibes. And then I'm also pairing it with this Fabletics quicksand color bag, so it matches like my hair and my skin tone. I did get a spray tan finally, so I feel different when I get a spray tan because it just changes like everything. Like everything's like cohesive. Like my skin tone is all one color. And it's like summer vibes. Okay, I'm gonna go in and cover up this. Oh, actually I should be doing my skincare. So I'm gonna do the Meaningful Beauty. I'm like so excited to like put my concealer on to like cover up my dark circles that I like forget to do my skincare. So I'm gonna put this Youth Activating Melon Serum from Meaningful Beauty. Hope all of you guys are doing well. I'm gonna be working this weekend doing DoorDash, so I'm just trying to get ready quickly. This is the day cream. I'm gonna do the eye lifting cream first and do that like in here. And then the dark spot corrector, I'm so confused by these spots, literally. It's like, I think the spray tan does something to it. Okay, and then the neck and décolleté cream from Meaningful Beauty. Okay, this is something that these are the things that I loved the most. The eye lifting, the melon serum, and the neck and décolleté. The thing that I use least often is the night cream, which I'm trying to use more of, like after I do a spiritual bath. And then the day cream, I was using some other creams that, you know, like I'm not like, I'm not obsessed with this cream. I don't know what it does. You know, it's like hard to tell like which cream is better than another cream, you know? But those serums I really love. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with some Pore Perfecting Potion from Urban Decay. I'm just gonna put a little bit but I'm gonna spread it out. Try to put some in my eye area too. I did clean my eye makeup, but okay. I'm super excited because yesterday I used the pink and oh my god, and the red lips, and like it stayed all day. I have to keep applying the red lip color, but that was Candy Cane. In case, I don't think I said the color of it. It's the matte melted Candy Cane from like the holiday season. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the concealers. I'm so excited. So excited to do my face. I've been drinking, instead of the energy drinks, I was drinking cran grape juice because it's supposed to be good for your kidneys, the cranberry juice. But then I realized like how much sugar it has in it, and that was really alarming. Because I was like, oh, maybe it's just like the fruit, you know, it's the natural sugars. But then I was like, that's why I never would drink juice, because the sugar and the calories is like, why would I be drinking sugar? It's like drinking candy and calories. But I thought, okay, for my kidneys, the doctor would always say to drink cranberry juice. So, and they have the grape version, which I don't like the regular cranberry. I mean, I'll drink it if that's really what's gonna help, but I can't, like for me, like I can't even trust. It's hard for me to trust, like, that they even know what they're talking about. Like, I have to use my own intuition, because before I had my kidney surgery, my mom kept taking me to the doctor when I was little. I was born with a defect in my kidneys. My valve, the kidney valve, would have like a reflux, like it wasn't working properly. So all the gross stuff that's like being taken out of your food is going through your kidney, and then it was being pushed back into my system or something. I don't know, but it was deteriorating my other kidney. Oh, one was shrunken to begin with, and then the other one had the valve problem, and that was deteriorating. Like I had a hole in my kidney. And so it was just ever since I was born, I guess it kept getting worse and worse and worse. So I was one of those kids that was like crying all the time. And so it took until like about 4 years old for a doctor to discover what was going on. And my mom was called like a hypochondriac, keep bringing me into the doctor and stuff. And they're like, she's fine, she's fine. And so that's why I don't really even trust. I don't even trust my mom. Like, I don't trust. When she would tell me stories about my kidney stuff, it would always be different. Like, there would be like 5 years span or 10 year span of time in between the stories. I'm like, why is it different? And she's telling me, no, that's like, what are you talking about? You told me this when I was, it was like crazy. So I don't know. I think like dementia like runs in our family or something. I don't know. Because my grandmother had like some form of dementia, but she lived until like almost 100. I think she was like 98. So, and she was super like pretty healthy, you know, for her age. Okay, so I want to do more of this concealer. This is the 385 L'Oreal. So this is my birthmark that I got from over medication, or just highly medicated as a child because of my surgery. I was the youngest to survive that surgery. And it literally was like an act of God that my mom found that surgeon and found that he actually listened to her, and like, well, actually what happened was, oh my God, my laugh was ridiculous just right then. But it just dawned on me, like, because my mom would tell me the stories, you know, so I'm just kind of like regurgitating what she would tell me. But then she told me that, because that's what she said. But she also said that I was having seizures, and she had to, this one time when it got really bad, I was having seizures, and literally, it was like emergency surgery because they had to find something, because I was gonna die, because my fever was like so high that I was seizuring, and my mom had to put me in a bed of ice to save my life at like 4 years old, 3 or 4 years old. You know what I realized just now? I don't know the date of my surgery. I don't know, like, what time of the year it was. I don't know what month it was. I don't know anything. And that might be significant. Like, the trauma of that time. And I don't know like, I don't know the details or anything. She never went into any of that. She doesn't like offer up information that easily. It's like, and her memory seems to be kind of oddly weird, because I overheard her saying something to my uncle at camping when I was an adult, and I knew that that wasn't true, because as a teenager, like, I remember like what happened with the situation, like what she was talking about, like, and that it wasn't the correct thing at all. So I called her out in front of everybody, and I'm like, that's not even true. And she was arguing with me like and upset with me because I'm telling her that that's not true. And that's usually what would happen. And so it's like, and my sister, she's 4 years older than me. She can't even remember stuff. But I think that that's like suggestive memory, because she's probably like lying. I don't know, because how can you not remember anything? And you're the one that was like a bully to me, you know, like, how convenient. Like, how convenient that you don't remember anything. Just insane. And my mom doesn't remember anything. So it's like, okay, was that your strategy? Like, okay, when Erin starts bringing up all this stuff, I'm just not going to remember. Because nobody was there to know if it was true or not. So we'll just say that she's the one that has the bad memory, right? Like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. But why is my memory so clear? So annoying. It's just like literally like the biggest pain in my butt my whole life. Like oh, it's literally like narcissistic, like gaslighting and like breadcrumbing and like all the things. Like, I've literally had it all. Like every second of my life, I've just been surrounded by narcissists. It's so annoying. And I can't get away from it. Because I got away from everyone. Like, I divorced my husband. I stopped contact with my family and everything. But because of the way that they treat me, like, my kids, like, started treating me the same way. And I don't blame them because that's what they were surrounded by. And I didn't even know, this is when our country never talked about narcissism and, like, nobody talked about it. So I didn't even know what the hell it was. And I figured it out because I kept having, like, relationships with narcissists because I'm an empath. And so then I'm just like learning as I'm having these relationships, like researching and stuff. And then I'm figuring everything out. And that was like when I found that out, I think it was like 2010 or something. So it was way before anybody else was ever talking about it. Nobody knew about it. A lot of the stuff that I come across, like, nobody knows about yet. And so it takes like a long time for it to like seep into society. And like now it's like so amazing that like people are adopting the things that I've been doing so they can understand me and like I can like become part of society. Like that's what it's almost like. But then I get new gifts and learn new things, and then I'm separated again. Like all this these psychic abilities and stuff, and this consciousness and awakening and all that. And people know about these things. Like, we know about these things, but we think like, yeah, that would be great if I could be like, you know, some spiritual person, but I don't know how to do it. Like, it's just a bunch of talk, right? But mine happened organically, which was insane. That's what makes me like super unique. I'm gonna go in with this Charlotte, oh no, it's not Charlotte Tilbury, it's Laura Mercier translucent powder. Charlotte Tilbury is really good too, but I've never, well, I heard it's really good. I love so many things about my kids, but they're just very like stoic, like not really like loving, like they don't really, they're like pretty like hardcore. I don't know why I said hardcore, but just like they're very tough. Like I have two girls that are extremely like, they're smart and they're just like, they're loving like to their boyfriends and stuff, but to me it's just not like that. And I'm not loving towards my mom and my sister because they were abusive to me, and like, you know, I was like the scapegoat. So I try to be sometimes like, you know, just like that's my nature. But typically, no, I'm not. It's not like something that comes natural because of the abuse. But I was super like loving when I was little. And then it just got like so bad, like that I turned like against them like super hard. And then now, because I did that, you know, I would give, it's like a release for me. And it also lets them know like, hey, don't mess with me because I'm not going to take it. It's like a bully, right? Like, I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing. And it's in front of my children. And so I'm going to have to call you out in front of my children, in front of your friends, because you're not doing anything about it. You're continuing to treat me like that. And they don't even know what they're doing because it's like literally like they've been doing it my whole life. They literally, it's like they feel like that's just me. But no, you're being abusive. So it's not okay. Like, I'm not going to be around you. And you've totally like I was going to say ruined my life because of your behavior. My relationships with people, my kids, everything. My friendships, every single part of my life is messed up because of you. And yeah, my mom's favorite thing to say is, well, it could be worse. Like, that's what she used to tell me when I would come to her as a kid and say, like, you know, we don't have food and you never get food, and you know, like, we're supposed to be eating, you know, we would learn about nutrition in school and stuff, and I'd be like, whoa, I don't even, you know, thinking in my head, I wouldn't call my mom out. I wouldn't, like, I used to, as a kid, I would try to, I didn't want my mom taken away from me because it was so bad that I knew that, like, if people knew how bad it was, that my mom might get taken away from me. So I just kept it all to myself. And I suffered and I suffered mentally, emotionally, and it was awful. And I was just literally in my head by myself. And I'm super traumatized by it all. That's why I just like to comfort myself with things. And I have addictions because of, not like drugs or alcohol or anything, but I'm not going to use this. I was like, my eyebrows are pretty dark. I was about to put it on and then I'm like, no, it's not good. Okay, so the addictions I have can be healthy, but I'm really upset because they're like healthy addictions, but you know, like, I can't really work out as much anymore because I overdid it. And so that was part of my addictive behavior, is overdoing like exercise and stuff. And I feel like I wasn't even overdoing it. So I'm just like so confused on like how it even happened. It could be just part of like my spiritual like lessons, because I wasn't letting go of my twin flame like when I needed to. I was kind of like holding on to like a relationship that wasn't like healthy for me. And it's not about him, it's about the relationship. So you have to like separate the person from the individuals from the relationship itself. the relationship itself was not healthy for me. So God probably had to injure me and hurt me super bad. Like, even my ex-boyfriend died like that same, I found out that same, like, right after I got injured. The coincidence of that is just insane. So I'm gonna put this sparkly one on top of the other one. I like that color combo. And it's super pigmented, and I love it. I felt fallout, but last time I felt that, there was nothing down. Let me check. I'm gonna do the tissue paper test. Okay, I don't see anything. Okay, so let's see. I love it. I could do a little bit like of a dark, like on the ends. I kind of want to like mix some colors, like a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Just so it's not one color. Okay. Okay, I like that. It's really good. Okay, I'm gonna put this away. Now, I also had another, I'm not gonna do that other thing, but yesterday, if you go look at my other video that I just posted about, what was it? What was the title? I don't even think I posted it yet, because I'm kind of like a week behind or something like that. Because the one that I just posted was the hoodie one, the beach hoodie. So please like, comment, and subscribe. I couldn't even say it. All right, so I'm gonna take some of this highlight. But yeah, it was a narcissist parent with a golden child and a scapegoat child. So I was the scapegoat. So I was the youngest, and my sister, she was the, you know, the firstborn. So she was like loved on and like adored. And then I came around and I had my kidney problems, and I was like crying all the, like from birth. I was like screaming and crying. So I'm sure I was like a lot, like way more difficult, because even my sister as a child, like there was a photographer that came and like took pictures of her, said she looked like a model and stuff, and she was like a really cute baby, like a toddler and stuff. And so she had like modeling pictures of her, so it was like her little special child, right? And then I come along with all these problems, and she, at that time, she was like, she didn't really get along with my dad anymore. They were like about to divorce, because they divorced when I was 1.5 years. And my dad was like going on tour, like he was a musician, so he was trying to like break into like the music business. And so my mom was not happy about that. So she pretty much, like, all her unhappiness, she related to me, because he didn't believe that I was sick and in the hospital and, like, about to die. He thought that she was just trying to get money from him, when she just wanted him to, like, have emotional support from him or whatever. I don't even know. She was just letting him know, but he didn't even want to hear it. That's her version of the story. I don't know. And her version is, like, he was always, like, high on drugs and stuff, and, like, when he would come home, because this was, like, hippie days. They were, like, hippies. And at first, they would, like, sell furniture. Like, my dad would make the furniture, and then my mom would do, like, the stained glass. And they were, like, artists. And they would sell their work. And then he decided to, like, try to go out and, like, become a musician, while I was, like, a baby, I guess, while she, like, stayed and did, like, the art shows and stuff. And she was overwhelmed. And then here I was, like, crying and stuff and having pain. And so I think that's how it all started. And also, she was, like, you know, like a young mother. She wasn't that young with me, but my sister. And she didn't get to finish college, and she didn't get to, like, live her dream. She had to, when they split up, she had to get, like, a regular job and work her way up, like, cleaning toilets and stuff. But she got a job at the hospital where my grandma worked, so she was able to become a manager and have a great life, make a lot of money eventually. But first she had to start, like, cleaning toilets. And then my sister had to, like, witness the abuse that my dad would exhibit when he was intoxicated and under the influence, when he would come home from his tours of 3 months or whatever. And my mom was really unhappy about that. And he would exhibit odd behavior, like tripping us and, like, laughing and stuff, weird stuff. And so she just was not having it. I'm trying to see, like, what am I gonna do? I think my blush is good. Everything's good. I just need my lipstick. Oh, I got this ColourPop lip liner. It's called, now I forgot what it's called. It's called, like, oh, Chain Reaction. Of course, I was, like, a baby when all that, like, I was a year and a half, but okay, so my mom said, let me get my pink lipstick. I have two. So one is darker than the other. Look at that. It's all like messed up. This one looks better. I think because I was using a brush to apply it, maybe. Like you can use like a tiny little brush to like apply it. You can get like more precise. Yeah, the worst story of my life was my childhood. Who knows? I mean, there's a lot of bad stories. But I didn't even tell you the worst part. So, my dad comes home from a long getaway. They probably had an argument, which my mom didn't tell me about. But I started to cry in the middle of the night after he came home. From being gone like 3 months. I think this is what she told me. I mean, I don't remember because I was a baby. I was like 1 or around there. But she said that I started crying and crying really bad. And she said, I'm gonna go get the baby. Or, you know, like she started to get up to go get me or whatever. And then he said, no, I'll do it this time. And he goes over, and I was in the crib screaming and crying. And he slaps me across the face and breaks all the blood vessels on the side of my face. And I mean, that's insane. So that was, and then he was like throwing a lamp at my mom or whatever before they parted ways. I don't know exactly what happened, but I've never had a relationship with my dad because I noticed like weird things when I was around him. Like I only had like little visits where like I've only seen him like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 times, probably 5 times. And that's really weird because it was my intuition or my manifestation actually. That's when I started to think like something is like, why am I, something is like eerily like special about me where I can like manifest things into existence. That's when I could really tell. But I could tell like throughout my life. Like, I could tell as a child even. But I'm like, I just kind of like brushed it off. Like, okay, it could be something, or it could just be like coincidence. I'm really liking the lipstick the way it is. I was gonna do more, but I think, ow, I just pinched my finger. Putting this cap on, that was weird. Yeah, something was kind of telling me that it's like wrong to like tell these stories. But why? When that's the truth. You know? That's true. So how could I ever forgive my dad for doing that to me? Oh, I was gonna use this sparkly pink. That's what I did yesterday, but I'm not gonna do it. I like it exactly how it is right now. Okay, so I don't think I want to use eyeliner either. I don't really like this mascara because of the brush. So like I used it yesterday and you could tell like it's hard to coat my lashes and have them like evenly spread out. Well, it's doing good right now, but I had to like brush it on like a ton more than the other brush, the green one. But this has more product in it because I haven't been using it. But I want to use it because I don't want to just throw it away. It's just going to take more time to do it. So my dad wasn't like a normal member of society. He was like literally like a hippie that wouldn't pay like I don't know if he paid his taxes, but he would have jobs where he would try to like run away from child support. That's what my mom said, because he never paid child support. But I don't even know if she tried to get child support from him. I think that she just kind of had a deal with him. I don't even know the truth because I can't trust my mom. I can't trust anybody. I can't trust my dad. I can't trust anyone. I mean, I know what I can trust. Like, I can trust a lot from my mom, but not really. Like, she's always there for me, and she'll, like, always help me, which is the most important thing. And she's very, like, fun and, like, kind person. But she's, like, manipulative and like defensive and like doesn't remember things and like she doesn't live with integrity like that, but she is, which is super weird. She's like full of like good things, which is, it's so strange to even try to like describe her. Where she has like a ton of friends and everybody loves her and like she's fun and she's nice and stuff. But I'm literally the scapegoat. Like, but my kids have seen her like bad behavior on occasions, like when she gets stressed out. Or when she would like yell at me and be mean to me and stuff. And the things that she would say to me when I would be upset and like trying to get, you know, answers from her. And this one, she stressed me out so bad, and like, the things that she would say to me and everything in front of my kids and stuff, that I just kind of like just lost it. I like literally lost it. Like it was like literally like my life was falling apart. I was going through a divorce, and she was like acting so cold-hearted, like in the things that she was doing and saying, that I just kind of like, I like flipped out. And then she's like literally like acting like I'm crazy. And it was like, so I just had to completely break apart, and like, she didn't even want to talk to me or be around me. And so it was like mutual. And it was like, okay, fine, let's just like leave each other alone. And so we've built up our relationship. That was like in 2009. And so it's like way better now. And I know, like, I've learned a lot about myself. I went to a therapist, and they told me that she was a narcissist. And I came to that conclusion, and I found that out. And she doesn't even know what it is or what caused it, or she's unaware. And she doesn't want to feel like she's a bad mom. She doesn't want to feel like she has anything wrong with her. She wants to feel like she's perfect, you know? She's older in age. She doesn't want to change or like rehash anything or like feel bad about herself. She just wants to have fun and like go on with life. So I'm left with all the pain and the suffering every day of the things that I went through, and I have to deal with it all on my own. And I get zero sympathy from her or anybody or my kids, because they see how she treats me. So if she's not giving me sympathy or anything, they behave the same way towards me. And then, like, it was just so difficult. And then, but everything is like better now. But it's still there. So I have to like limit my time around her, because she'll completely like cut me down and like think of me like in this like horrible way. And I just have to like it hurts me so bad, because I feel like, oh, we've gotten over it, like everything's good now. And then something will happen, and I'll just be like, oh my God, like, oh my God. I'm putting a little bit of pink highlight. Oops. I just put the brush in something I don't want it, but I'm just gonna use it because I already did it. So it must be for a reason. Okay, so that's it. And I love my look. I love my makeup. I love the outfit with it. I also have tennis shoes that are the same color. But I'm not gonna wear them right now because it's really hot outside. It's like over 100 degrees today. So later on, I'll come back and I will wear those. And then I also have the pants. So I can put the pants on and the shoes like later on, and there's like a cute detail on the back. Yeah, so it's just been extremely traumatizing, because I was going through a whole issue with the boyfriend that was extremely difficult, and she just added to the problem by like pointing the finger at me, like something's wrong with me, when I was literally like a victim, and I was trying to overcome the situation, and like I was trying to deal with everything, and she was just, but it was all good because I needed to get away from him. He was horrible, and I didn't really know, so it all worked out. But there's this like aftermath of everything, because the reason why I didn't trust her and her judgment is because of her previous judgments. So it's like, it's all like just so annoying to go through a bunch of chaos. So I just was by myself, and I needed that really bad. So I can understand my twin like wanting to just have his own space and just like be by himself and just kind of like reevaluate like everything in his head and have his own like thoughts and feelings, and like kind of like de-stress and like I don't know, just be his, try to sort out his own stuff by himself, because he just went through a really traumatic situation. And his childhood and everything. So I think he's amazing for everything that he's been through, which I don't even know the half of it. I don't even know much, but I know that he has. And so I just know a tiny bit, and that tiny bit is a lot. It's like way more than I've been through. So I think I'm done. I keep thinking like I'm not done, but I'm done, and it's literally so good. So good. I love it. And it's like I'll never get over it, you know? It's like all the trauma that I've been through. Like it literally shaped who I am, and I can't like, and I'm so proud of myself for like having addictions, like working out, and then, you know, trying to like be better and trying to like research on like things to help my mind like be settled and like stuff like that. Like I get addicted to like certain foods, and I'll like eat them like consistently, and then like I'll stop because I get tired of it. Or I'll get addictions where I have love addictions where I'm just like so passionate about one person and I can't let it go. And it's like not bad addictions. Addictions to like buying clothes and putting on makeup and, you know, looking good. Like those are not bad addictions. Work addictions, like I'll get super focused, hyper fixated on like projects and stuff, where like my daughter's high school, or like no, junior high, like, or even middle school, I mean same thing, or even elementary school, like I had her like, I talked her into like becoming class president and stuff, and like, you know, empowering her that she could do it, and she actually did it, and I was like amazed. And so I helped her like do her posters and stuff, and I would spend like 24 hours like doing it, like no sleep, and I was like obsessed with like doing stuff like that. And that really helped me in my job, my career, like as a marketing communications coordinator. And I would just like be hyper focused on these projects and getting them done, and getting it done by the deadline that I couldn't think about anything else. I was just like, we gotta get this done. And that helps with sports too. So like, it's like, the addictions are good, and like trying to come up with businesses and trying to better my life and like try to do everything perfectly, like according to my heart and my soul and my desires and everybody else's opinions, and trying to, you know, really calculate and strategize of like what's the best thing to do with the situation, you know, and literally like read people and emotions, and it really helped me become who I am. But I want to prevent, it helped me to realize like how bad life could be and how other people struggle, and like try to be a good example for others and try to like help other people, you know. So this is the get ready with me look, and I'm super excited to go do DoorDash. Yay. Have a great day. Bye guys.